Going over the trades on the day, as we talked yesterday, we were only going to trade stock index, actually just going to trade robot 2022, not stock index 32. We stopped trading stock index 32. As of yesterday, we wanted to pause. The win rate was about 39% of winning days for most of the quarter, while we had been at 47%. Now, 47% is a pretty good win rate. It's less than 50%, but winning days are bigger than losing days. So that's the longer term average, was 47%. And for the entire quarter, this has been down. And so it needs some adjustment, some degradation in this setup. And so there were some nice trades in the portfolio today, but we are just focused on research right now. And we're looking at robot to help us maybe capture a big winner. This market seems as if it's ready for a downturn, a little bit of a downturn, but this is robot. This has some really good potential, and you can see the win rate on this is small, 21%. Longer term, can be hard to trade psychologically. It's had the daily, this is with 7 contracts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 losers in a row. But you can see the big winners. Divide by 7 if you're trading one contract. And then if you take a look at the drawdowns, you know, this is similar to previous drawdowns, so it can be a pretty good here, similar to this one. This one was pretty extended, and so similar to this one, similar to this one, similar to this one, and similar to this one. Could be on the verge of a nice trade. This is long only, so if we're in turn for a down cycle, you know, the market can trade even in a down cycle. I'm talking from a multi-day, 1 to 2 or 3 month time period. You can have any given day can be an up day. So we've had a huge run up in the Nasdaq, huge run up in these stocks, and so you can see the market coming back. It's fighting pretty hard to support these levels, but additionally, one thing you can also say about this market is that it, you know, has it has on the daily charts. We'll look at that. It has these uptrends, and it has 2 or 3 days, and then it boom runs up. 2 or 3 days, boom, runs up, and so we're at that 2 or 3 day mark where you know, it could go either way. It could continue to break down these FOMC lows again, or break down a little bit further, or it's had 1, 2, 3. This is a holiday, but it's 3 down days, pretty much downtrend, and then boom, it could run up to highs tomorrow. Robot could have a big trade. Let's look at the daily chart so I can show you what I'm talking about. So you see this kind of starting in here down, and then boom, move to the highs, move sideways down, boom to the new highs, move down, boom, move down, up, and it's kind of accelerated down and then up, and then that wasn't accelerated, but then down, and then boom, it really accelerated here and here. It kind of went into acceleration mode, and so we've had it down. You know, this won't continue forever, so it could continue 10 or 20 or who knows how many more times it could continue, or it could just roll over at any time and have a downturn. And so if it does have an upturn, it could signal a robot trade that could be a big gain tomorrow. That's the point of what I wanted to say here. And so let's look at the research as well. This is the stock index portfolio as of yesterday. It doesn't include today's trade. You can see the gains were have been just not so great. It was up today, but on the month it's just not tracking, you know, what it has historically and what we've had historically. With this type of setup, it's just really a choppy, different type of market. And let's look at some things you can do in this portfolio. It says 32 strategies, and let's look at the drawdown curve so you can see the degradation. I just don't like this drawdown curve, and zigzag has been a huge setback. And so let's look at what we could do in this. So here is, as of yesterday, a 26 strategy portfolio that removed 3 S&P strategies and 3 Nasdaq strategies. Removed SR Ketterson 2 V2M, opening chop 2, and momentum reversal ES on the S&P. Cobra 3 Nasdaq, tick reversal in Q, and zigzag. Zigzag was the biggest factor in this. Removing that alone would put you back in a more reasonable looking drawdown curve. It's still not great, and it's still degrading from the past, from what we were trading. And so let's look at some of another new setup that I'm working on but don't have finished yet that will require new strategies. Now, I really like this setup. It's 34 strategies, so it's 2 more strategies than we have now, but it includes some additional strategies. This is 93.46. We're trading the best of what's working now and best of what's worked in the past. And this goes back to 2014. And you can scroll down, you can see there's some different strategies in this setup, but I haven't released all these. They're not all licensed and released, so it's still underperforming the past though. So this market just speaks to how difficult this market is. These averages, we're almost done with June, and so these averages are not what we've seen, in the last few years on this research. And so this market is challenging, and so that's why I'm still in research mode, and still we're trading robot, we're in research mode, and sometimes less is more in this kind of market. And so we don't want to actively submit a lot of trades to a market that's not moving much. If it's just real choppy in a narrow range, just trade less. There's less opportunities in that type of market. And so, but I do like this equity drawdown curve and equity curve. It's just a real cyclical forward drawdown curve that's stable, and so it will require some new strategies. Some of the ones I've this Mag 7, OPV, and Q short. I got that from the DAX. This one looks at all the Magnificent 7 equities, Amazon, Apple, Meta, NVIDIA, Go Long, and Q Bounce. Doesn't include Go Long. This includes Bounce Reversal, Tick Long, Aggressive. Some of these are long only, and so I've hesitated to release these because I don't want to become too imbalanced. There's a DTM4, but I don't think it's part of that. We've added gap continuation back in this setup. Gap continuation starting to work again a little bit. And so something I'm working on I haven't released yet. So once I have it released, then I will give you the latest. If you're a subscriber, you'll get the latest updates for this portfolio setup, and then we'll wait for it to go into a drawdown. And it has regular drawdowns, near the $10,000 level, and with the max drawdown of 14,000. So we still waiting on a trade in robot. If we get another trade this quarter, that's great. If not, that's fine too. We have 7 trading days left, and so that's the report for today. No trades and some research. And this is Wednesday, June 21st, 2020. Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.